Welcome children. Take out your civics book. Local self-government, rural local institution. Today's topic is the block level. At the block level, there exists the Panchayat Samiti to coordinate the activities of all the village panchayats in each block. Now at the block level, it consists of there exists the Panchayat Samiti, and the work of the Panchayat Samiti is to look after the work of the village panchayats in each block. About 100 villages are covered by one community development block in general, and in general one community development block. It consists of near about 100 villages. At present there are 5,900 panchayat samitis in the country. Presently in whole of India there are 5,900 panchayat samitis. Composition of the Panchayat Samitis. Block of Panchayat Samitis are known by different names in the different states. Now, block of Panchayat Samitis, they are known by different names in different states. In Uttar Pradesh, they are known as Kshatriya Samiti. In Madhya Pradesh, as Janpada Panchayat, and in Gujarat as the Taluka Panchayat. So, in different parts, Panchayat Samitis of the block, they are known by different names. In Uttar Pradesh, they are known as Kshetra Samiti. Madhya Pradesh, they are known as Janpada Panchayat, and in Gujarat they are known as Taluka Panchayat. In Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra and Orissa they are known as Panchayat Samitis, and in Tamil Nadu as the Union Council. Now Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra and Orissa, these Panchayat Samitis they are known as the Panchayat Samitis, while in Tamil Nadu they are known as Union Council. Now following are the members of the Panchayat. Now who are the members of Panchayat Samiti? All the Sarpanch, presidents of the Panchayat within the block, are the ex officio members of the Panchayat. Now, all the Sarpanch, who are also called the presidents of the Panchayat within the block, they are the ex officio members of the Panchayat Samiti. The MPs, MLAs and the MLCs of that area. Then the MLA, MPs and MLCs, they are also the members. The chairperson of the town area committees or notified area committees of that area. Even the chairpersons of the town area committee or the notified area committee, they are even the members. They elect the elected members of the Jila Parishad from that block. Even the elected members of the Jila Parishad, they are also the member. The president of Primary Cooperative Marketing Society of the block. Even the president of the Primary Cooperative Marketing Society, they are the member. 1/3 of the seats should be reserved for women. Their representation will soon be raised to 50%. Now 1/3 of the seats they are reserved for women, and the representation it is raised to 50%. The scheduled caste and scheduled tribe shall have representation in proportion to their population. Even the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, they also have the representation and according to their population. Panchayat Samiti has a term of 5 years. The Samiti elects its own chairperson. Now Panchayat Samiti, it is elected for a period of 5 years. Even they have their own chairperson. The chief administrative officers of the Panchayat Samiti is known as block development officer, and the chief of this Panchayat Samiti, they are known as block development officer. There are several attendant development officers under the BDOs who are expert in this field. Now, several assistant development officers are there under the block development office, and they are the expert in this field, that is in the field of agriculture, land development, animal husbandry and cooperative movement. Functions of the Panchayat Samiti. Rural development is a broad-based program which includes many things. Broadly speaking, the functions of the Panchayat Samitis are of 3 kinds. Now, rural development, what is it? They are the broad-based program, and what they include many things. That is, broadly speaking, the functions of the Panchayat Samiti, they are of 3 types. Civic facilities and developmental function. Now, first the civic facilities and development. These are as follows. What are they? Rural health program. The Panchayat Samiti provide healthcare services to rural population. Panchayat Samitis, what they provide? They provide healthcare services to the rural population. By now, nearly 25,000 primary health centers are now presently near about 25,000 primary health centers are there, and more than 3,000 community health centers are there have been set up to provide health services to the villages. Rural water supply, rural roads and regulations of markets is with provision of drinking water in the village. Development of rural roads and regulations of markets are the chief responsibilities of a Panchayat Samiti. Now, rural water supply, then rural roads and regulations of market, provisions of drinking water in the village development, in the villages, development in rural roads and regulations of market. These are the main responsibilities of the Panchayat Samiti. Functions relating to agriculture, animal husbandry and fisheries. Now, what are the functions which are related to agriculture, animal husbandry and even fisheries? These include the provision of improved seeds and chemical fertilizer. Now, what it includes? Provisions of improved seeds and even the chemical fertilizer. Distributions of pesticides and improved variety. That is distribution of pesticides and improved variety of agricultural development. Development of cottage industries, handloom, handicrafts and village industries have been promoted in order to increase job opportunities. Now, handlooms, handicrafts and village industry, they are promoted in order to increase the job opportunities. Social welfare. The Panchayat Samitis are required to make special endeavor to promote the welfare of SCs and STs and other backward classes. Now, Panchayat Samitis, what they are needed? They are needed to make some special endeavor because they wanted to promote the welfare of the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes and even the other backward classes. Various programs were implemented to bring about improvement in the status of the women. Now, many programs they were implemented in order to bring about the improvement in the status of women and children. Anganwadis were set up in the rural area. In the rural areas, Anganwadis were set up. Rural employment. The National Rural Employment Guarantee Act aimed at providing 100 days of unskilled wage employment to each rural household opting for it. Now, the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, what it aims at? It aims to provide 100 days of unskilled wage employment to each rural housing opting for it. Supervisory function. The Panchayat Samiti supervises the work of Gram Panchayat. Now, Panchayat Samiti, what they do? They supervises the work of the Gram Panchayat. The Samiti examines the budget of the Panchayats and may make suitable notifications in it. Now, Samiti, what they examine? They examine the budget of the Panchayatis and make some suitable notifications in it. It also exercises control over the functions of the block development officers and even it exercises control over the functions of these block development officers and his assistant. Delegated functions. Integrated Rural Development Program is a major program of the government. Integrated Rural Development Program. What is it? It is a major program of the government. There are a number of centrally sponsored schemes with funds shares of 50. Now, numbers of centrally sponsored schemes are there where fund shares on 50 basis between the center and that is 50 basis it is between the centers and the state. The state assigns functions to the district agencies and the district board issues direction to the Panchayat Samiti. Now, state assigns functions to district agencies and even the district board issues direction that is to the Panchayat Samiti. The Samitis are required to improve the overall quality of life in the rural. Now, Samitis, they are required to improve the overall quality of life in the rural area. Now, sources of income. The main sources of income of Panchayat Samiti are. Now, what are the main sources of income of Panchayat Samiti? That is grants given by the state government. Grants which are given by the state government. Income acquiring from the tax levied by the Samiti. Now, income which come from the taxes levied by the Samiti and a fixed percentage of land revenue which is given to the Panchayat Samiti. State governments are now expected to provide adequate finances to ensure better implementation of various development. Now, state government, they are expected to provide adequate finances and ensure the better implementation of various development programs. Now, take out your diary, write at the block level, explain, homework, revise it. And with this, I am ending my today's class. Goodbye.